Hello traders, Adam Hansen here for ValorTrader.com and welcome to video 3 tracking the performance of Esox pattern Forex EA. Another promising week trading this program this week. As you can see, we've finished up for the week once again. If I just take a quick look at last week's statement, you can see we had a closed trade profit of $487.09, which represented an increase for the week of 4.87%. So our closing balance last week was $10,487.09. If I stuck across to statement for this week, as you can see, quite a few trades from which to analyse. Actually traded this week 87 times, so a little more than the expected 10 trades per day, but that's fine. What I wanted to have a look at here was that our closed trade profit once again was $468.31, which when related back to where we finished off last week at $10,487.09, that represented a profit this week of 4.47%. So once again, promising results, and we can see here with no floating profit or loss, it has carried no trades over the weekend. So I've had a bit more time this week to actually monitor how the program trades, and if we just stuck across to the trading platform, what it does is it'll open an initial position size of 0.1 of a lot, and don't worry if that's a little bit more than what you're used to trading. That's purely customizable and based on your account size. So that if you're used to trading micro lots, that's fine. That can all be adjusted depending on your account size. But what it does is it'll open an initial position, usually around some point of support or resistance. And if the market moves as the program anticipated, then it's usually a pretty quick trade. It'll be in and out in a pretty short amount of time. So in that regard, it'll take a small profit, and it operates similar to a scalping strategy. However, in saying that, if the market moves against its initial position, what it will do is it will open a series of, I guess what you could call protection orders, not necessarily a stop loss, but protection orders that get progressively larger in sizing and trade in the direction of the initial position. So yes, that is adding to a losing position, which is not necessarily something I would advocate doing. However, this program and the way that it is coded seems to manage it fairly well. If we just have a look at the statement here, I'll see if I can find some examples. Okay, so here we are. Like I say, the initial position sizing of 0.1 of a lot. Now, if the market moves against that initial position, what it'll do is then open a trade of 0.16, and if it moves further, it'll go to 0.26. Then the next step is 0.42, and I think at some point, yep, just there, we got to 0.67 of a loss. So the market moved enough for it to open the initial position, as well as for protection orders, I guess you could call them. And what it's looking to do there is, okay, the market's moved a long way, but at some point it needs to retrace, and that's where these orders are looking to capitalize on. So the larger the position gets, the less the market has to move or retrace in order to not only cover the losses of the previous positions, but also make a profit as well. And that would all be covered in the coding in the background of how the program trades, as to when it opens the positions and the particular sizing of the positions as well. Now, do I necessarily agree with how it trades? Well, that's the beauty of automated trading, is that I don't necessarily need to agree with how it trades. Automated trading takes the emotion away from it, so provided that it's profitable and I'm seeing results that I can transfer onto a live account, that's all I'm really concerned about. So if we take a look down here just at I'll just go through some of these other numbers here. We've got a gross profit this week of $1,225.87, a gross loss of $757.56, which leaves us with our total net profit of $468.31, as we can see here as well. So that's those. Our profit factor of 1.62. Essentially, we just it's just a ratio of our gross profit to our gross loss. So we would simply divide our gross profit here by our gross loss here, and that's where we can arrive at a profit factor of 1.62. Our expected payoff of $5.38. That's essentially just the total net profit divided by the total number of trades. So that's the average payout per trade, which that is brought down quite considerably by the program having a high winning percentage of trades that go in the direction that the market is anticipating, or they go in the direction that the program is anticipating. So as I said before, those trades are generally quite small and are closed out quite quickly. So there's a high percentage of those, and that's what brings our expected payoff down to $5.38. Absolute drawdown of 4.96. If you remember last week, we didn't actually have an absolute drawdown. That was because our opening balance of $10,000, it didn't drop below $10,000 at any point. It only went up from there. So there was no absolute drawdown to report. Here we've got an absolute drawdown of $4.96, which would be this little trough right here. We would have our opening balance, which was where we left off from last week, which I think was $10,487.09. So that point there, and then this little trough here would have just dipped below that by $4.96. Our maximal drawdown of 1.93%, once again very good. In dollar terms, amounted to $209.85, and that would be essentially this peak here minus this trough right here, where it dipped right back down. So the difference between this point here and this point here equates to $209.85, or 1.93% of the balance. So we had a short winning percentage of 78.05%. and a long win percentage of 69.57%, and that brought us to a profitable trade percentage of 73.56%. So once again, very, very good. These figures down here I've gone through in previous videos, but I'll just do a quick recap. We know that with 4 out of the 5 pairs of this program trades, that our average winning trade is smaller than our average losing trade. But that is brought back by the fact that we've got such a high winning percentage. So what we'll be doing as of this Monday is we'll be transferring this program onto our live account. I'm happy with what I've seen here trading on demo, and I'm extremely encouraged with some of the numbers that I'm seeing here as well. So I'm very, very keen to see just how it holds up in live trading conditions. If you'd like to follow that, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also remember to give us a like if you've liked what you've seen in this video. Below the video I'll have links to our Facebook page and Google Plus page, as well as a link to this statement, so you can have a look over it yourself as well. Also remember to check out our website at valortrader.com, and until the next video, I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and bye for now.